So this recording is going to be going over different things that I have noticed over the last few days. I've done a lot of heavy... Oh, by the way, this is Jacqueline from Angels of Cosmic Revolution. I've noticed over the last few days I've done a lot of heavy shadow work, because you see, what people don't realize is that the best way to do your shadow work is to start with the foundation. You see, when you're born, you don't start as an adult. You don't start as a high schooler. No, you start as a infant, right? So the things that happen over time, as far as corruption, building of the ego in a negative way, as far as mindsets and conditioning, whether it's from, let's say, your parents, some kind of medical condition that you had when you were a baby that put you in fear of, let's just say, being sick. Also, let's go on, afraid of heights because you had nasty falls. Just different things. I'm just giving you examples, okay? And I'm also fucking channeling. So, anyhow, people can get over me cussing. So, anyways, the whole point is that the best thing to do when you're trying to heal yourself, because those of you that, I'm going to be very straight up and honest with you, those of you that come to me and you only care about your abilities, I set my intentions with this business that I will not, and you will, like those of you that watch this and you get pissed off hearing this, that proves that you are triggered. Now, when you're triggered, it's because there's something within you that you have yet to resolve. Okay, I ain't talking about no good trigger. I'm talking about some bad trigger, right? So, anyways, I set my intentions with my business that only those that are ready to do the work will come to me. Those that are ready to do the work, to heal themselves, to be the best person that they can be, not just for themselves, but for society. Now, I was like, I sat there and unfortunately I jumped right into my psychic abilities and I didn't realize how unhealed I was, and I brought in a world of hell. Now, you see, I have done such severe healing over time that I thought that I had the majority of myself healed. Well, I just went through hell over the last couple days with a certain family member, and I'm not going to discuss it just because it's really none of one's business. And anyways, the whole point is that I've gone through hell with this family member most of my life. I love them dearly, and you know what? I never realized how still unhealed it was. And so, like, everyone doesn't understand that when it comes to letting go, you don't have to, like, permanently delete someone out of your life. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes you do, right? But not all the time, okay? And I sat there and thought that this was going to heal, that this was going to change, that everything was going to go to how it should be. And I'm not trying to make this person feel bad. That's not my point, you see. And that's why a lot of times with healing, some people do it to be vindictive. As in, like, they cut people out of their life. I'm gonna cut you out of my life because screw you, dude. Screw you. I don't want you in my life. No. That's the wrong way of cutting someone out of your life, right? The right way to cut someone out of your life, again, doesn't have to be a full snip. It could be half a snip and then resewn later, right? Is to say, in order for me to be the best me for me in my destiny, I need to take time from you, and I need to heal. And then if it's meant to be, reconnection will happen. Okay? That is not wishing ill against the person at all. That is you putting yourself first. You see, because we've been conditioned as humans to... We've been conditioned to sit here and honestly base our value off of what we can do for others or of what they can do for us. What about what we can do for ourselves? You see what I mean there? Okay, because when you are an overgiver, you're usually drained and you're unable to manifest. When you're a taker, you tend to have a hard time manifesting, or you have a hard time manifesting what you really want. You also, it's almost like an inability to see one's worth overall, though. Because you see, we are all rare individuals. I keep having snowflakes come to my mind. And at first, when it came to my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, snowflakes, like, some cheesy ass, whatever, like someone's a flake, kind of thing. But in all reality, we are all beautiful individuals. Those that are awakened, those that aren't awakened. We are all beautiful individuals. We were put here at this time for a reason. And it is up to you as an individual to do the work. You know, I sat there. I ain't going to talk about that story because that is not part of my timeline anymore. But the whole point is that nothing worked for me. Nothing did. Counseling didn't. Prescription, medication didn't. Street drugs didn't do it. Alcohol didn't do it. I had an eating disorder. That didn't do it. None of it did it. You know what did it? When I sat myself the fuck down and I forced myself to come to terms with what I have been through in my whole life, not a victim. This is the process of going from a victim to a victor. Okay? I sat there and I forced myself to really look at what I had gone through. And I sat there and I noticed my own patterns. And then I didn't realize that the patterns that you have with your parents and the patterns that you have with your friends, your lovers, your children, all of it is all linked. It is a chain. I've been saying this for months in my videos. It's a ripple effect. Okay? It's a ripple effect. I only awakened, I've had my ability since birth and I never knew it. Okay? I know it now. I look back on my life and I think of everything that I have done, everything that I have seen, everything that has been done to me. And I'm not that person anymore. I can say that with such confidence. I'm not that person anymore. Again, I'm not even going to talk about my story. Again, I'll probably write a book or something one day. I don't know. But the whole point is that I am not that person anymore. And now I want to say that I'm damn near fully healed. Or I am healed. I said I'm healed and my voice and ear are ringing. And you see, I know that I'm fully healed because I'm not even crying about it. And usually I would cry about it because I'm like, oh my gosh, yay. And no, I'm grateful, yeah. But I'm also proud of myself. And for so long I used to sit there and feel so bad about being proud of myself. I thought that it was wrong to be proud of myself. And we're not going to talk about my cycles, okay? That's for another day. My whole point is that there's this song that keeps coming to me, and it's by Fleetwood Mac, and it is called The Chain. So let me look up the lyrics real quick. And the reason why I am not on the screen is because, well, first of all, it is 12:51 in the morning. I look like, well, I'm a beautiful, beautiful woman, okay? But I'm looking a little raggedy because I'm in like my pajamas and was in bed with my son and everything. Like, sorry, I co-sleep, I love the hell out of him. But anyways, the whole point is that I literally just got up and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to channel. So there won't be any cards involved in this. However, this is intuitive messages as well as just, honestly just trying to inspire people. And it's not I'm not even going to explain myself because you know what? I'm done explaining myself. This is honestly, people need to step the hell up and be their real selves. For too long, there have been facades, smoke and mirrors, whatever. And people have sat there and hid themselves, And let me actually type this out. Sorry, it's so hard for me to do multiple things at once because I'm channeling so hard. Like when I'm shuffling cards, it's one thing, but like right now, I'm just trying to look up the effing lyrics to. I just typed in Fleetwood Mac instead of Fleetwood Mac and The Chain, okay? The Chain lyrics. I do have a frequency on, by the way. It's, I don't know what kind of frequency it is, but, okay. If you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Okay, because you see, we sit here, and people's always like expectations of the outcome of what they're trying to get when it comes to their manifestations. And half the time it has to do with other people, right? Like you're trying to manifest new love. You're trying to manifest abundance in your life. You're trying to manifest all these things. But you can't truly manifest what your soul desires and what you're truly meant for until you heal yourself. Understand? Okay? So with these lyrics, I'm sorry, this song has been like one of my favorite songs since childhood. And with these lyrics, and I've been telling people this, I think I even have it in some of my videos. Pay attention to the lyrics in the songs that keep coming to you. It's your soul trying to get you to realize something. Whether it's about you, people around you, stuff like that. Okay. Anywho, like I have one called Man in the Mirror that I've been trying to figure out, and it's going to hit me sometime soon. I already know it. I honestly feel like that's another epiphany that I'll discuss at some point. Anyways, so let's see here. You see, I got so distracted because I mentioned Man in the Mirror. Anyways, so I feel like that because of the fact that, let's say you have a group of friends around you. One of them is a light worker. They are beautiful, bright, full of light, right? But they allow themselves to be around shitty people. People that use them, people that take advantage of them. And they do it because they're so empathic and they're so loving and they're so caring. And, you know, it's a cycle that they have to break, you see, and they have to break it. Some people honestly won't break the cycles until they are fully ready to heal. Some people won't break the cycles until the universe is going to honestly drop it on their head and be like, hello, are you ready? Because if you ain't going to do it yourself, we're going to do it for you. Because it's at that time, okay? Like, I know that there's a lot of things going on in the sky. Everyone wants to focus on the planetary alignments. And honestly, I feel like that the universe is like, yeah, there's stuff going on out here, but why don't you focus on your own planet? Okay? Kind of similar to, well, let's just talk about certain countries. But that's for another time. But the whole point is that, and that's a perfect example. Instead of focusing on what's going on exterior to you, right? Because if you think about it, we're on planet Earth. Everyone depends on astronomy and astrology. And I love astronomy and astrology, so whatever. Anyways, the whole point is that instead of focusing on what's going on out there so much, why don't you just listen to your own soul and focus on what's going on this planet? Why sit here? And I mean, it's beautiful. You know, the cosmos are beautiful. I mean, look at my name, Angels of the Cosmic Revolution. Okay. And I noticed that I've channeled so much stuff since I actually paid attention and started realizing, oh my gosh, I'm a channeler. Oh my gosh, I'm a medium. I can channel for multiple different kind of light beings. I'm not even going to go into my full abilities, but anyways, that's honestly my own business. But the whole point is that I've been doing this for months, because I became aware of what I'm doing, of what has been going on in my mind. And the whole point is that I feel like that with this, instead of, again, going back to the chain, when you are friends with someone who is friends with someone who is in a shitty mindset, refusing to change, possibly narcissistic, by the way, everyone has narcissistic qualities at some point in your life. Okay? I'll make that very clear. I don't care how empathic you are. I can admit at certain points in my life, I was narcissist. Well, yeah, I guess I could say I was a narcissist. I was narcissistic. That is everyone. Everyone has narcissistic qualities. You have to heal it. You have to heal it. You can't, and you know what? To those people, honestly, I feel like that once you break the chain and you unbind yourself from those that hinder you, that keep you down in the dirt because they're unwilling to change, guess what? Once you break the chain, once you break that motherfucking chain and you sit there and you tell that person, you know what? I really got to focus on myself. And if you're not willing to step up to the plate and heal yourself and be who you're truly meant to be, because I want you to be who you're truly meant to be, because I want you to be happy. No negativity, in your soul, in your emotions, nothing towards that person. It's honestly just wanting inner peace, true inner peace. Once you choose to step forward and do that and cut these people out, you rise up. And when you rise up, that person usually decides to look within themselves because they're like, fuck, I miss that person. Look at them. I miss them. What have I done wrong? What can I do to be a better person? What can I do so that I feel the happiness that that person has? Because you know what? I sat there and I cut so many people out of my life. And, you know, I've been a loner. Like, everyone's going to be like, oh, well, you're an Aquarius, so of course you're used to being a loner. Like, no, man. Again, not talking about my life story, but I've been a loner, like, my whole life. I've been my own support in so many different ways. And, you know, when it came to awakening, I sat there and I kept trying to look outside of myself. I sat there and I went to different tarot readers. I went to a shaman. I did different kinds of things. And I depended on all these other people for my own awakening. And, you know, no. It is up to oneself to awaken. When you have to get up the next day to go to work, who sets the alarm? You do. You hold yourself accountable to wake up on time. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So I've noticed that all the people that I've cut out, as time has gone on, all the people that I have cut out and I have healed from and I have forgiven, and I did it with the right intentions. I did it with not, you know, screw them, they hurt me, or, you know, I can't do this anymore, or, you know, they're never going to listen or understand me. You know, fuck that, dude. You know what I said? You know what? I'll pray, because yes, I believe in God. I'll pray and say, Lord, I just really want to be myself. I just want to be happy. This is personal. I want to pray that I can just keep my son and myself safe, well taken care of, comfortable. And you know what? Usually, you know, I pray for other people so that they have, you know, like, you know, whatever. I hope that they're happy and whatnot. But as far as like taking, I'm trying to like word this correctly. I wish everyone safety and happiness and fulfillment. Okay. And I pray for that too. Even those that have hurt me, you know, that hurt the old me, I want to say, because obviously I'm definitely not the same person. I feel like a whole new person just within the last hour and a half. I have had such a huge slap to the face of truth and reality of my own self and my purpose. And that's why I'm talking a million miles a minute, besides the fact that I'm channeling. I'm honestly just so unbelievably happy because it's a method. You see, everyone's like, oh, well, if you go to this person, they can get in the Akashic Records. Guess what? I have this, oh my gosh, I wish I had some fancy thing on my Facebook where, let me see, I gotta look at my Facebook pictures. Well, it's not my Facebook, on my computer so that you can see what I'm looking at. I'm gonna go to my pictures on Facebook because I channeled some random messages to put onto like memes that I've posted and stuff like that. But I've channeled these things before creating the memes, and then I added them and then I posted them. Let's see, where is it? Where the hell are you? And it's the Merkaba as a background. Seeking universal and divine truth is a human right given before birth. Embrace the journey. Sometimes your soul's best healer is yourself. I gotta edit that one because it's all times. Heal yourself, heal your bloodline. I sat there and I awakened, and I feel like that the bloodline, okay, if you think about it, because I've done so much research recently. Well, I've done so much research throughout my whole life that I remember, but the whole point is that I've done so much research recently, okay? I'm like totally like talking like an idiot because I'm just so, I got a lot of energy. Anyways, so, oh, my ear just rang really hardcore. Excuse me. So, what people fail to realize is that everything is an exchange of energy. If it's money, if it's emotions, if it's thoughts, and guess what? If it's sex, okay? So if you think about it, let's say, because everyone's like, oh, you know, we're conscious, we're all connected in some way, so on and so forth and whatnot. And some people are like, well, how are we connected? Did you ever wonder, okay, so this isn't for children. When a person has sex and produces another child with another person, I honestly believe that energy is blood, right? Okay, because blood is what pumps to the heart, keeps us going, keeps us moving. So your blood is mixed. Your energy, dude, I'm not trying to be gross, but your fluids, aka energy, is mixed with another person to create a baby, right? Okay. So does one ever wonder that is how we are a universal conscious? Do you see what I'm saying? Or whatever, dude. However the words are, I'm channeling. I'm having a hard time talking because I have so much coming to me. And I'm so excited because it's... Anyways, so, like, let's say, okay, I'm able to connect to my mother. And I don't even try to use my abilities. I'm able to connect to my mother because she is my blood. Then I could connect to cousins. Cousins are, everyone down the line. Those are bloodlines. So you see one soul, because my soul has a part of my mother's soul in it, has a part of my father's soul in it, has a part of my grandparents, and technically my uncles, if you think about it, in a way, because they have, my grandparents' blood in it. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I am saying? So when one soul heals the pain deep within them and does the work, that's why it's up to oneself, you see. When you heal yourself, it literally, I guess it is spiritual and scientific at the same time. It is a ripple effect. You heal those around you, okay? And then everyone talks about soul family, okay? Well, I noticed that most of the people that I've done tarot readings for, they awaken because of my tarot readings. You see, because that's an energy exchange. And I noticed that after a lot of tarot readings that I would level up each time, because I'm an energy alchemist. So when I do my tarot readings, it is shadow work. I go within you and I dig in your subconscious and I talk to your soul and I talk to your guides and I pull up what you need to work on so that, and I transmute a lot of your emotions through my own body and my own soul and push the healing back into you. You see what I'm saying? So it's an equal energy exchange in a way, because I'm pulling the negativity from you. I'm pulling what's in the dark within you into myself, using myself as a strainer, I guess you could call it. And then I'm transmuting it and then pushing the energy back into you. Because a lot of people, after they get tarot readings done by me, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel worlds different. I feel so good, so on and so forth. And I'm just like, good, good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's been a couple tarot readings where I literally couldn't get out of bed for like a day. Not going to lie. That's happened to me before because I'm transmuting so hard. And I refuse to stay at a low vibrational energy. I have busted my ass to get to where I am. And I'm not going to sit here and like allow someone else's energy, even if it is healing, like I heal them. I'm grateful. I do it honestly because I just want to help people. Like, and yeah, I guess in a way it makes me feel good to help people, but I know that's my life's purpose. I mean, I remember being like 4 or 5 years old and like I would have dreams about being a knight. And I would sit there and, some people are like, I'm just waiting on my knight in shining armor. Be your own motherfucking knight in shining armor. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or what have you gender. I don't know how to, I'm channeling, so it's like, anyways, I'm not trying to be rude or offend anyone, okay? Making that very clear. So, the whole point is that this is a chain, okay? So the chain is your energy, and it can be easily broken into that one must master, I'm reading what I wrote, one must master protecting themselves by self-affirmations said by them daily. And then I've noticed that I have done a lot of tarot readings recently, where I use self-affirmation cards, okay? And I go back and I notice that in a lot of my tarot readings, I give some kick-ass advice. Like, not the personal readings. I haven't gone back and like watched personal guidance readings, you know what I mean? I don't do that because that's not fair to the individual. But like the lives that I do on Facebook, the videos I posted on YouTube and stuff, I sit there and I go back and I watch them and I'm like, holy shit, holy shit, that's some good fucking guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm channeling, so it's not necessarily from me. I'm being used as a vessel from, God and source universe. And, I give them credit, obviously. And I allow myself because I trust. You want your abilities to grow? You got to prove it, first of all. You got to put in the work and heal yourself. And then you have to trust. Overall trust. Like everyone's talking about universal love. Yes, agape love. I completely believe in that, right? But you have to trust in the universe. You have to trust in yourself. You have to trust others. You have to be able to. And the trust doesn't mean like, I trust them not to break my heart. It's also, I trust in them and their actions. You see what I'm saying? Like, and also, like, everyone's like, well, trusting other people, so on and so forth. But here's the thing is that we tend to be a mirror, and everyone's like, oh, twin flame shit. You know what I think? I kind of think that twin flames is within oneself. Okay? Divine masculine, divine feminine in one's self. I don't feel like, I mean, it is what it is, dude. I mean, people can say whatever they want to. I believe that we have divine partners. That's one thing. But that's a whole other story. Okay, that's a whole other story. 1 second. So, when it comes to this chain, by the way, I was just going to say, sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. I'm channeling. So, when it comes to sleep affirmations, because I do listen to sleep affirmations, but I noticed that I have fallen asleep. I listen to sleep affirmations from like different ones on YouTube, right? And they kind of work, okay? I usually listen to I Am sleep affirmations, by the way. But I have noticed that I have fallen asleep while watching a couple of my tarot readings, okay? And in my tarot readings, I have this deck. I don't have it by me, and I'm not gonna go pick it up because I'm not gonna stop going and stop doing what I'm doing because I want to roll here, okay? Roll with the changes. What is that? REO Speedwagon. Anyways, so I think it's whatever. Anyways, it's whatever. Anyways, sorry, I'm like hardcore music freak. I don't like being wrong. Anyways, when it comes to music, okay, I have no problem being wrong otherwise. So, 1 second. I have noticed that I have fallen asleep too, like in the middle of watching my own tarot readings at night. Now, at these tarot readings, right, I'm reading the sleep affirmations to my clients. And, like my viewers and whatnot. And so, I believe, because, right, the main voice that is your own. The sound-wise, right? Because we all heal in different ways. Some people heal better with sound. Some people heal better with visionary work, painting. Some people need to, journal. Some people need to, travel. Like, people heal in so many different ways, okay? But when it comes to affirmations, I believe that affirmations can work with everyone, right? Because it's reprogramming your subconscious, okay? So during the day, yeah, that's repetitive work when you're awake. But you see, when you're asleep and you have your dreams and whatnot, your subconscious is pulling what's in your subconscious is being pulled to the forefront, right? So I've noticed that as I've healed, that every time I've healed, it like everyone's like, oh, well, I'm fully healed and da 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 da. Like, I mean, I know that I just went through that at the beginning, but if you all knew how much shit that I've la la la, is it about me? This is about everyone. So again, another time, I keep being pushed to like tell my story, and I'm not gonna tell about sorry, I just had a random pain in my side. The whole point is that I noticed that I would heal from something, then a couple days later something would get pulled from my subconscious to the forefront, and I would have a hardcore epiphany, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is another cycle. I would heal from that a few days later. Sometimes it, it depends on how often or how soon I noticed it, or how, I'm a fixed sign. I'm an Aquarius. I tend to be very stubborn. Okay. And it's because I'm strong in my beliefs. I'm strong in my foundation, and I'm strong in what I know, because the Aquarius statement is, I know. So anyways, when it comes to, is this still recording? Okay, I thought it wasn't recording. Anyways, when it comes to sleep affirmations, your body is used to hearing your voice more than anyone else's, okay? So the best thing to do is to listen to your own voice while you're sleeping, right? Because then your body is going to be like, that is the most familiar sound to me. So your body's going to be more in tune. So, well, you're saying it during the day. If you record it, and I'm probably going to record a whole bunch of sleep affirmations for myself, to be honest. I noticed that my manifestations are coming through clearer. I'm healing better. My life is getting overall a hell of a lot better. My connections are getting better. Everything's getting better. And everyone can do this. You see, I'm not some selfish person who's going to sit here and have all these abilities and epiphanies. And like, I don't know, like in a way, some people don't realize how selfish this can be. But sit there and say, oh yeah, I can do this for you. I like to tell, like, when clients come to me, I bluntly fucking tell them, hey, these are your abilities that are currently being activated. I believe that everyone can reach their full abilities. Like, I mean, I'm not going to go into my abilities, but I believe that everyone can hit that. I honestly believe it. And once it's honestly like as you gain perspective as you're healing, I feel like that after every cycle that you heal from, you also gain more perspective and you gain a higher view, right? Like you go from being a spider to an eagle. Scorpio, I'm only going into this because Pluto transformation. Scorpio stands for, usually their transformation, okay, is usually like what I get off of Scorpio energy, as well as a fierceness, not willing to give up. So anyways, I have Pluto in Scorpio. Like, and I love astrology and I pay a lot of attention to my chart, but I noticed, again, like when I looked more, I didn't look at objects as far as, I did research and that's how I grew to be where I'm at today, right? But as far as actually healing and doing the work, it's honestly tailored to the individual. And that's what people don't realize. Okay, that's why when I do my readings, I tell people exactly what my nose is itching so hardcore because I'm channeling so bad. Anyways, I'm not channeling bad, but strongly. My body is exhausted, but my mind is like, anyways, so, pardon. When it comes to tailoring it to the individual, it's because, again, not everyone heals the same. The journey is never the same, but the outcome can be quite similar, yes. I believe that. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that everyone can be abundant financially, emotionally, physically, in every aspect. I strongly believe in that. And I hope that and wish that for everyone. And you see, that's like in everyone, when it comes to, like, I've got like I got a strong shamanic guide who like kicks my ass all the time. And, he does, and I'm grateful for him, very grateful for him. But, I've noticed that I've been more tuned into paying attention to my shamanic roots, and like, that's honestly what I do, is that I pull what's in the dark into the light for people when I do tarot readings. And I'm not going to sit here and be selfish and not tell you your abilities. I want to tell you your freaking abilities. And that's another thing when it comes to psychic abilities, besides healing yourself. Okay, I know that I'm going in like a million different directions right now, okay, but I'm just trying to get this all out there as much as I can right now. I haven't even really breathed. Okay, I'm much more centered now. Sorry. I was like floating in the ethers for a second. They're way too hard. I'm grounded now, thank God. Anyways, when it comes to healing, it is different for everyone. I believe that everyone can have such great abilities and they can access their abilities. But the divine will not allow you to excel to your full potential if they know that your intentions are not pure. You see, when I manifest or try to manifest, I don't just try to manifest for myself. I try to manifest for other people too. I believe in free will, but you see, it's always positive manifestation. I'd like to manifest true love in my life. And I wish that those around me and, I wish that everyone would be able to have true love in their life, like a romantic love. I try to manifest financial abundance, but I wish that for everyone. I also don't set a whole bunch of limitations when it comes to my manifesting either. How it comes is how it comes. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, except for true love, I am a heterosexual female. So I don't, I love women, okay, but I'm not romantically inclined to be with a woman. Do you see what I'm saying? I guess that is a limitation, but the divine knows what I like and what I am, sexually interested in and what I want now that I have done the work. The divine knows what I am into, who I would be into, and that's how you reach that vibration. But you see, when it comes to, and I'm only using this example because it's the term that everyone knows. You see, if I say divine partner, people are gonna be like, rah, rah, rah. For twin flame, the theory that I don't have, okay, the theory that is universal or whatever about someone else. Everyone wants to focus on someone else. You want to sit there and get a reading done and you want to focus on what the hell they're doing. When you do that, all you do is delay your own journey, which delays your union. Okay? That's why when I do readings, I focus on you. If you ever go to a tarot reader, make it so that it's all about you, what you need to do, what you have to work on. Because if you sit there and all you do is focus on them, it literally, because you're supposed to be healing yourself, union, the final union or reunion or whatever, is when you have done the work. You have healed yourself. You have looked within instead of focusing on whatever the fuck they're doing. Because, again, also, if they're your true twin flame, my term, divine partner, anyways, excuse me, not my term I coined it or anything like that, but my term that is how I refer to them. If they're really your divine partner, whoever you think they are, then they will be doing the same work that you're doing. Doesn't matter their timing, okay? Usually it is all synchronized so then at the end of your journey, as far as your healing journey, so that you could start your new life, because you have finally fully transformed from a caterpillar to a butterfly, okay, they are doing the same thing. So if you're sitting here just focusing on them and let's say stalking them on Facebook or something like that, or online or whatever, going to a tarot reader and focusing all on them, guess what? They're going to be focusing and obsessing over you just like you're obsessing over them, which delays the healing. I have all this sound going on over in my apartment, by the way. I just got a notification, so confirmation. Anywho, okay. So if you actually focus on yourself and heal yourself, guess what? The universe is going to be like, okay, well, according to soul contracts and what is meant to be, this person is meant to be with this person, and this person is busting their ass and flying through their healing and doing such a good job. So we have to cause all these tower moments in this other person so that they can be aligned, because this person's done the work. This person has put out to us or me or whoever, God, okay, I'm just gonna say God, universe, anyways, has put out what they want, and they have done it with the right intentions. They've put forth the effort. They have realized their cycles. They have healed. They know their life's purpose. They know where they're going in life. And you know what? They wish the same for everyone. They're doing it with the right intentions. That's why I was talking about spell work. Because I mentioned this before that, and when you do that, that's why the universe causes all these tower moments in your twin flame divine partner's life. Okay? Is because I'm having a whole bunch of personal epiphanies right now. And I'm getting kind of frustrated. I'm not even frustrated. I'm like, shit. Sorry. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm going to end up posting this. And that's no one's business but my own. And I guess his. Anyways, so when it comes to this, like, twin flame divine partner, don't ever get spell work done on it. Don't ever pay for someone to do a spell. Don't ever do a spell. You know what I said in my journey? I really hope that whoever my divine partner is happy. I hope he's fulfilled. I hope that he is living his best life and that he's living his divine purpose and that he's healed. And you know, I sat there and I focused on that for the longest time. And I wish that for him. And then I did notice over time, though, that when I was wishing that for him, that I started having more cycles come up for me that I needed to heal from. And then I began to be happier and happier and more stable and whatnot. So, but the whole point is that I should have been doing that for myself. I mean, I hope that he's doing well, whoever it is. I mean, I think I know who it is, but whatever. I mean, again, I'm focusing on myself. You see, I'm not focusing on who it is or whatever. Okay, I'm focusing on myself. And you see, people are going to be like, well, that sounds selfish. Well, I don't really care what you think because I've healed. You know, a year ago, I never thought I would be doing anything like this, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm not even who I was 3 hours ago. I literally have been doing so much work lately on myself and with my son and, you know. But the whole point with spell work is like, okay, with spell work, if you're trying to, this could also be manifesting that person. Like if you're trying to manifest that specific person, like their name and everything back into your life, like that also kind of can backfire in a way. But that is against free will. I strongly believe in free will. Why force something? If you have to force it, it's shit, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I noticed that the more I let the universe bring ideas to me, I let my guides talk to me, I meditated. Because when you meditate, you surrender. You see how everyone's like, what is surrendering? I honestly feel like that meditating is surrendering. It's you being in tune with your body, allowing your soul to come through, allowing yourself to be a vessel for just a few moments, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes a day. And allowing the universe to come through and say, this is what you need to work on. This is what you should focus on. That is surrendering. Okay. Like I know so many people that are scared of meditation. I mean, I used to be. Okay. I used to not be able to handle it. I'm an air sign. I'm all in my mother effing head, dude. And, so funny. I really want to comment on this. I'm not going to because I already posted it on my Facebook page and I've sent the man several messages about whatever, man. Not my issue. Anyways, I just hope that everyone starts taking me more seriously. And I believe that they're going to because I honestly just want everyone to feel how I feel. I want everyone to be happy and be at peace and live their best life. And I want them, I genuinely do. Like, and that's why, like, I put on my page, and that's what I want people to realize is, like, everyone can be their own lighthouse. Yeah, I will be a lighthouse for you to bring you into shore and help you to, see the light, but be your own lighthouse. Again, ripple effect. Anyways, I have more notes. Let me flip the page. The chain is a chain of humanity. You see, when someone is around you and is negative and is refusing to change, that is a blockage that you have. It is binding yourself to them. Let me see. I have like written so many notes, like channeled, that I'm just going to go through real quick. Why not? Oh, this is about the earthquakes that I just said I wasn't going to talk about. So in June of this year, I started tuning into my abilities. Like actually realizing that I had abilities and everything, probably like like April-ish. And then time went on, and then I started like channeling what I thought was the world, and I was like, fuck this, like I'm not doing this, and you know, it's not real and whatnot. And I channeled like earthquakes happening in San Francisco happening. I felt that it was going to be like the end of September, the beginning of October, all the way in June. And like I tried bringing it to several people's attentions. And I was like, don't you wonder if the wildfires are spreading as much as they are because the universe and God is like, get the fuck out of California? But no one, like, I mean, I did tell one woman on she's a tarot reader on Facebook. I'll bluntly call her out, Cherry Cat. She's really cool. She's Pisces. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I told her, I was like, yo, I'm not trying to freak you out, but she mentioned like she was thinking about moving. I think she said that, or that she was going to move. And I told her, I'm like, please make sure you move before the end of September. I'm like, please do that for me. Please do that for me. And you know what? She freaking moved. And then today is, it happened yesterday because it's 1:30 in the morning now, but yesterday was September 28th, and yesterday there was 2 earthquakes in San Francisco Bay. I'm not sure how significant it was, but you see, there's also a ripple effect in the earth, you see, and when things, I don't know, I feel like that it's a build up to something that's going to happen even more on the West Coast. I feel like that this was just the beginning. It was kind of like the second strike. The first strike was the fires. The second strike was the earthquakes. The third strike, I honestly feel like is going to be some kind of blackout, or my candle just spat. Some kind of blackout, like electric blackout, off the grid shit for the West Coast due to the electromagnetic force field, or whatever the fuck it's called I'm channeling. And I felt that for a long time. You see, and I've been trying not to think. I barely think about it, because it just hits me because I'm channeling it, and I just drop it because I'm not going to manifest it. I don't want it to happen, but I keep being told like a long winter, and then it's all about the West Coast of the United States. So if you live on the West Coast, obviously do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but whatever, man. Just go on my Facebook page and stuff, and I'm gonna eventually try to find the article that I posted on my personal page. I think it was like in August I posted on my personal page, because in June I channeled it, and I was with a couple friends, and I was like, oh yeah, right, like that's actually gonna happen, you know what I mean? Like I can't do, because I doubted myself, and I don't doubt myself anymore. I'm never gonna doubt myself again. I'm never gonna doubt my intuition again. And I don't need to look at the planets and the planetary alignments to figure it out. I listen to my soul, and I allow my soul to come through, because I believe in myself, and I believe in my guides, and I believe in God, and I believe in the universe, and I believe in energy. And yeah, I could look at the cosmos and have confirmation, or I could look at tarot cards or oracle cards and have confirmation. But you know what? That's having doubt. That can lead to you having anxiety. When you second guess yourself, that causes self-doubt. And self-doubt is a way of fear. And fear can cause anxiety. Do you see how that happens? Again, ripple effect. Chain. You see? And like for me, I mean, we're not talking, I keep getting pushed to like talk about me. It's kind of pissing me off, because I love myself. I was gonna say I don't care about me, but I do care about me. I care significantly about myself. And that was like a huge part of my journey, was actually realizing my own worth, and realizing how valuable and wonderful I fucking am, how intelligent I am, and how intuitive, and how I've predicted a lot of things happening in my life since I was a child. I'm not talking about it. I keep getting pushed to do it. Like I'm literally, like my hands are on fire, and like if you're awakened, you know what I'm talking about, like awakening symptoms. Like, guess what? It's usually your abilities and your guide and your DNA like upgrading or whatnot, but it's usually your guides and your soul coming through like, fucking do it. For me, sometimes if it's really significant, it's like a pain. Like I'll get a random pain. Like I have a guide that's a snake, and she'll randomly like snip at me because I mean I have shamanic whatever, anyways. So I'm very in tune with the earth. I'm very in tune with energies around me. As far as animals and whatnot, I'm a highly empathic psychic medium, and I'm an animal empath as well. So an animal medium and whatnot. And sometimes my nose is itching so bad and it's driving me crazy, and I have no idea why. My whole face is itching. Usually it's because I'm channeling so hard. Sorry. Sorry, I just have to ground myself because half the time when I'm channeling, if I don't pay attention, I start astral projecting in the middle of channeling. And that's why I don't remember half the shit I say when I channel or when I do readings. I really don't. Because I just, oh gosh, I just gotta breathe for a second. I don't want to like pause it because I'm on a roll. And I don't like editing my shit because I want everyone to like see I'm authentic as fuck, dude. This is how it's supposed to be. Look at my screw ups. I'm not perfect. Like, listen to me make my weird sounds and stutter and all that. I'm not perfect. I'm not nervous, but I'm literally just being a straight vessel. I just have a lot of energy going through me right now, and like my whole body is tingling, and like everything has an aura right now. It's crazy. And I'm 100% sober before someone thinks that. I need to stop saying that because I know that there's going to be people that listen to this that believe me. And I need to start telling myself that. I have a hard time with people actually believing me. That's a cycle that I'm currently trying to break, actually. And it doesn't hurt or anything like that. But I never had someone believe in me my whole entire life. So, except for I would say like my son, like believe in me, believe that I could make something of myself and stuff like that. And I believe I can. Excuse me. I believe and I know that I am making something of myself, that I'm going to leave my mark in a positive way, that I'm going to be a positive influence. I believe in that. I know I will. I know I will. Because I'm doing it with pure intentions. You see? Anyways. Oh, my face itches and everything. Excuse me. And, I don't even know where I was going with that. Let's see what more notes I have. Yep, I mentioned the Pacific Belt. Subduction, whatever. Let's move on. Where is it? Sorry, I'm literally just... Oh my gosh, I can't even, like... I'm just having a hard time with, like, my eyes and everything right now. Anyways, the whole point... I think I'm done channeling right now, thank God. Sorry, I'm, like, exhausted, and it's friggin' 1:37 in the morning, and I have a baby boy that I gotta wake up and be there for. So, I guess I'm done channeling. I'm not gonna edit this though, so sorry if you waste your time and like watch this all the way to the end, but I hope anyone listens to this, watches it, whatever. So anyways, thank y'all, and I don't wish you just light and love. I wish you peace and strength as well along your journey, and honestly sit and truly reflect on yourself. Make sure, I think of the Tool song, who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out of your head or something like that, or point your finger. Sorry, I'm channeling again, but I'm done after this, please. Anyways, my chimes just went off. Anyways, the whole point is that instead of focusing on your exterior, focus on the interior. Your outer world will not change unless you focus on your inner world. Because we're all our own world, right? I don't know if you can hear my chimes, but that'd be really cool if this recording picked it up. Anyways, focus on yourself. And to quote Chris Cornell, to be yourself is all that you can do, I believe is that lyric. Something along the lines of that. That song always hits me so hard. And that's true. Why not fulfill your soul's true desires and be your true self? And everyone's like, well, you're mirroring that other person. No, you're mirroring your own self, dude. I'm sick of that. I can't even count how... Oh my gosh, I'm almost done. Anyways, I can't even count how many times, like anyone. Doesn't have to be just a tarot reader. It could be a medium. It could be, a twin flame specialist. Or it can be, whoever, your best friend. A psychologist, a therapist. You are mirroring. You are mirroring that person. That person is mirroring you. No, you're mirroring your own fucking soul, dude. Your soul is finally coming out and pointing out to you from your subconscious and saying, hey, this is all the shit that's going on that you need to work on. And I'm going to put you through this pain and bring it to your conscious because you have yet to do it yourself. That's literally how it is. It is all within you. You don't need anyone else for your journey. At the beginning, if you have blockages and stuff like that, to go to someone like, me, I consider myself an ascension guide. I don't consider myself just a tarot reader, just a medium, just a channeler, just, an astrologer, just into whatever. I consider myself an ascension guide because I tell you what you can do and what you can do to improve your abilities, what you can do to, what you need to clear out, how you could clear it out, who the pattern is with, what the pattern is. And that's what I can do. I mean, I'm not going to go full on into my abilities. I'm telling you what I can do for you to help you. And this isn't just me advertising. This is what you should be looking for when you go out and you try to get some kind of spiritual help. It's someone that does that for you. Not focus on the other person. It's about you, not someone else. Do you understand? I'm sorry I sound so stern. I've noticed that I've gone between every single queen during this whole... I'm sorry, I'm referring to tarot. During this whole reading, I've definitely gone from Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Queen of Pentacles. No, I'm gonna go spend time with my Capricorn babe. Anyways, I'm done. I hope everyone has a beautiful day, has a beautiful life. We have a beautiful journey in front of all of us. Do the work. It's worth it. The pain... Not everything is a struggle. Not everything has to be hard. Get that in your head too. That's something that took me forever to realize. Your journey doesn't have to be hard. Everyone's like, oh, it's so hard. It doesn't have to be hard. Change that mindset first and watch how it all changes. Change your inner world and your outer world reflects the beauty within the garden. Anyways, have a good night, y'all.